Welcome to another episode of Wealth Runs Deep. Now, this episode is special because I am not here alone. I am with investors, passive income creators, a couple that is killing it. André and Stacie Bledsoe, two individuals that came to our Cash Flow Creation Summit, and after that, everything changed when it comes to wealth building.
Babe, I need to go to this thing called a Cash Flow Creation Summit. It's for 5 days. It's intense. I won't be available.
Wait. What was your reaction?
All I heard is I won't be available.
Okay. Working to financially empower a world of people who don't even sometimes believe that they deserve the information or the empowerment.
I believe in not hoarding information. We're to empower people with information.
It's like a domino effect. Before you know it, all the pieces are coming down, but you look up and it's like, okay, you can do this, because guess what? I did it.
I'm definitely in alignment with what I'm supposed to be doing. I am ride or die for financial education. Anybody who needs it, wants it, they need to come and get it. It has transformed my life in a way I never could have dreamed.
I want you to know that those tears that you feel, I have them all the time. They're both joy, sometimes it's pain, but it comes together and it's what makes this journey worth it, because there are people that can sit and say that we are investors, that we are building wealth, that we are debt-free. And I think it's more of you that the world needs to see to show that it is possible to be a wealth builder. Welcome to Wealth Runs Deep. I started this podcast to remind you that wealth isn't just on the spreadsheet. It's legacy, it's family, it's community. Today, I want to share the story of Stacie and André. They came to us through the Cash Flow Creation Summit just looking to learn. But what happened after is what wealth builders, Empify, was created for. They didn't just walk into a room, they walked into a family. They found a space where they could grow together, build wealth together, and start rewriting their future. Their journey is proof that when one person grows, the entire household rises. And when the household rises, communities are changed forever. Let's dive in. Welcome to another episode of Wealth Runs Deep. Now, this episode is special because I am not here alone. I am with investors, passive income creators, a couple that is killing it when it comes to wealth building. So I want to introduce André and Stacie Bledsoe, two individuals that came to our Cash Flow Creation Summit, and after that, everything changed. Tell us how you found Empify.
Sure. Thanks for having us, actually. All I can say is it was a prayer that I did in August of 2024. 2 weeks later, you showed up on my LinkedIn profile. It wasn't even about Empify yet. It was just some similarities about your background. I was like, oh, then I listened to you, heard about Empify bit. I was like, I'm going to the webinar, gonna do the live webinar. And then I said, babe, I need to go to this thing called a Cash Flow Creation Summit. It's for 5 days. It's intense. I won't be available. And
Wait. What was your reaction?
Well,
She had to sound like she was crazy.
all I heard is I won't be available.
Okay. Okay.
And but in all seriousness, I took the Cash Flow Creation Summit, and it really sowed a seed into my life where I was like, okay, what's next? Because I was hungry for more financial education and growing in that realm. So then I went straight from the Cash Flow Creation Summit, did everything that we needed to do per you, and went right into the Wealth Builders Academy.
All right. So those of you who don't know, the Cash Flow Creation Summit is a virtual 5-day event that we host once a year. It is a big event that thousands of people attend, where we cover the basics to investing. So we're talking about learning how to buy REITs, learning how to buy stocks, dividend stocks, but also how to create that wealth to pass it down to your family. And so we wanted to take something that was intense and condensed, only a couple hours in the evening. So she was available during the day, not in the evening.
Right.
But where we're able to implement immediately and take action. And so when you think about yourself just right now as an investor, what was the difference before you came to the summit to who you are today? Like from not just a mindset standpoint, just even from a money standpoint, what changed about you as an individual who's looking to build wealth?
Ultimately, what changed is my mindset and education expanded. I became very empowered in a way that I had never been empowered before. What do I mean? Essentially, yes, I knew about becoming debt-free. We were debt-free when we did Cash Flow Creation Summit, but we needed to do more than that. We really didn't know about the investing. And so therefore, by coming into the Cash Flow Creation Summit, it planted that seed of, oh, I can afford to invest. It's not too late to invest. I am worthy. of investing. I deserve a seat at the table. All of these things that you were sharing and imparting into our lives, not just the money. And so with that being said, when you said you could start investing with as little as $10, $20, I'm thinking we're blowing that easy. Starbucks, right? So we gave up some of that and got the brokerage account started. And like you said,
wait. So
sorry.
she opened a brokerage
Yep.
account. Who'd you guys go with?
We went with Fidelity.
Okay, so they got a Fidelity brokerage account, and you could do fractional shares, so that's where the $10 comes in. Okay, so you got the account open.
Yes.
How did you decide how much to start investing with? Because I think a lot of people are afraid to start with a small amount of money, and you now see, hey, I can do it with a small amount. But how did you guys together as a unit decide, what do I start investing with?
Sure. So ultimately, when I do a budget, which I know some people like that word, some don't, but when I do a budget, we have a certain amount we set aside for discretionary. And I just told Andre, I said, look, I was like, we can use a portion of this money and set it up on auto draft to go from our checking to our brokerage account. And it was immediate. There was no thinking about it. Do it. It has to be done now. And we started out with $25 a week, and then we increased it in $10 increments. So now we're doing, therefore, 35. And we'll continue to do that every quarter until we get to whatever number we still can feel is comfortable. But we are investing every single week.
Now, before the weekly investments,
Yes.
how did you feel about investing and setting money aside and just even putting yourself in a position to create more money? Because I think there's a lot of people who may feel like they're behind.
Yes.
There's a lot of people who are embarrassed for starting with something as little as $25, $30. What was your mindset before you even opened that brokerage account? Were there any fears? Were there any insecurities? How did you guys feel? Just even as a couple, how did you guys feel?
I was saying that we probably thought we couldn't afford
We did.
to invest because people that we've been exposed to in our community, they had a lot of zeros behind their name, and we just associated maybe that those were the people, that was a part of the demographics of community that can invest. And we learned that that is not true. And when you really broke down what it meant to invest and how to do it with share by share, brick by brick, that to me was pivotal. And then when I imparted that to Andre and we started talking about it, we were like, well, there's no need to wait. Let's get started. And so there was a sense of urgency to get started.
I think over the first couple of months, all I was hearing is changing your mindset.
Okay.
In the office is what Stacie was talking about. When she talked about Empify, it was all about changing your mindset. Even on your shirt, wealth starts
With the mind.
in the mind.
Yeah.
So I think it was one of those things where, well, for me, I had to quickly change my mindset because she was running with this thing. And I was like, I need to catch up. So when we actually started, when I actually started thinking about it, I was like, okay, this thing can happen. This can really happen. And knowing that it's not going to be something that's a quick get rich, but I was seeing this thing in the spirit, in the vision. I was seeing that we can do this. We can do this. So we started speaking it. Speak
okay.
those things that be not as though that they were. This started happening. And I was just like, wow, okay, this is real.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay. Now, wealth is bigger than one person. And so when I started to build wealth, one, nobody paid me any mind. So the same energy you had, that's exactly how I was after Wall Street. But people thought I was crazy. And so what I did is I opened the accounts for my mother, my father, my grandmother, my sister, my brother, and my niece. And I think I put like $50 in for each person. So I was saving up to do it. And then I started to contribute to it because in my mind, it was a non-negotiable for my family to have wealth, even if they weren't there mentally yet. So how do you guys get on the same page? How do you know, babe, this is what we're going to do and you're in support of that, or vice versa? What practices or things do you have in place to ensure that as a unit you're building wealth versus individually?
One thing that comes to mind is scripture that's really hard thing here. Amos 3:3. How can two walk together unless they agree? It had to be a point where we had to be on one accord with this here. I found out how much it was to, what is it called? Invest or to upfront, start. And she told me how much it was. I swallowed, and then I was like, thought about it, and I wrote it on this card, which I think you still have it,
I do.
the amount that was on there. And what did I say? I said,
You said, do it. We're in it together.
I said, do it. ... We in this together.
I like it.
And when she hit that,
Button.
I call it a button, it was just like, okay, yes, we're doing this together.
So what I'm hearing is when it comes to making decisions about money, big or small, we are relying on something outside of us together within us. How did that sound?
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, I know. That was a freestyle there.
I like that.
On
Yeah,
point.
So it's not even just a I'm going to do this. It's we're going to do this, but we are in alignment to do this. I like that. Okay, what would you say? What would you say?
One thing that Andre and I tap into as husband and wife is who has certain strengths and weaknesses. All right. He's my covering. So that means he's my spiritual covering. But also he covers me in things that I have vision about, and we talk about it, and then he is either on board or not. I pretty much always know he's going to be on board because we just ride like that anyway.
Okay.
So I love doing the budgeting and the numbers and all the things. So when I came across Empify and you and Rob, I was like, okay, this is an investment we need to make in ourselves. We need to be an example to our peers and to our family. And so he allowed for me, by covering me, to take charge and run with it.
I like it.
But I always brought him along, told him how it was going, brought him to events. He's here today as well. So he may not be on the front line, but he's supporting me. He's right here. And I always make sure that I'm keeping him included and showing the progress. I show him the brokerage account. I show him what we're doing.
Do we see the dividends coming in?
We do.
Okay.
We have the drip on.
We got
Drip is on.
they're getting the dividends, but they're reinvesting them. Okay.
Because, of course, I wanted him to also see a visual that, hey, babe, it's really working. We're doing the work, and then it's working for us. And so because it's manifesting itself, that just makes us be more on one accord about the fact that this was the right decision for our family and also for me personally, because it's something I'm very passionate about.
I like it. Hey, it is Ashley Fox. Thank you so much for watching today. I just want to make sure that you did not miss our next Cash Flow Creation Virtual Summit. Now, this is an event where I show you exactly how to start building a passive income portfolio, even if you're just getting started. Stocks, REITs, debt paydown strategies, legacy planning, and so much more. I break it all down in a way that is actionable and easy to follow. Now, the summit is 5 days of live content, just a couple hours each day, where I give you the exact tools, the exact strategies, and resources that I learned working on Wall Street. This is where you get a chance to finally create passive income, to begin investing, and to start building financial ease together. Click the link below, see everything that is offered, and I will see you at the summit. Oh, and before you go, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with anybody who wants to take control of their financial future. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I cannot wait to see you at the summit. All right, so 1 year later, from you saying your prayer, finding me on LinkedIn, coming to the summit, and you guys made the decision to say, I want more of this. So even outside of the 5 days during the summer, you said, I want more. So now you were just a part of the Empify ecosystem. You are a mentor. You have taken more classes, going through more programs. As her partner, a year ago, this exact same time, what transformation have you seen?
Transformation. Well, she's always been like this. So I really can't, the finance piece is kind of embedded into who she is. So this right here it's like financial empowerment on steroids, basically, because she's learned so much. I'm talking like you're not here, babe. I'm sorry. But she's learned so much that is the little nuggets that she learns. She tells me about it, and then we talk about that. And I get excited. We were sitting in the bedroom one day, and I got excited about what she was telling me. I was like, wow, okay. And she was just, it was a little bit much for me because some of it I did not understand, but to see her excited, and it's just been a year, I get excited about it. Let me say it like that. But the transformation piece, I think,
Stories is a good description.
stories.
Steroids.
Oh, steroids. Yeah, and that's true. That's true.
I have lots of stories, but yes, steroids. That's a good way to describe it.
But I believe that it's helped you to kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? You kind of homing in on purpose, your purpose.
Alignment.
Alignment. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, babe. So alignment. So that's what's happening over this last year. She's aligned in purpose.
Now, how would you describe your transformation?
Oh, wow. My transformation has been phenomenal. That's a word I use. It's a word I use to describe the Cash Flow Creation Summit and everything else that I have done up until this point. I am definitely in alignment. Sorry, y'all. I'm definitely in alignment with what I'm supposed to be doing. Empify. I really am Empify, ride or die. I am. And only people who know me would understand what I'm saying. I am ride or die for financial education. Anybody who needs it, wants it, is hungry for it, they need to come and get it. It has transformed my life in a way I never could have dreamed. And without getting too emotional, I'll just say that, the bottom line is I know I'm in the right place at the right time at this appointed time to be doing and serving in this community in any way that I can.
And she's not bragging how she needs to, ladies and gentlemen. She is a mentor inside of our app. She is a mentor in the summit. She is our go-to at Empify for this amazing energy. I want you to know that at Empify, we love you. When we think about what it means to even open that first brokerage account or to step into your power and to not be afraid to start small and bring your family with you, this woman, this man embody that. And I think that's what keeps us going, because it is not easy working to financially empower a world of people who don't even sometimes believe that they deserve the information or the empowerment, to get people to believe that, hey, we just have to start with something small. We'll focus on the rest later, but getting them to take that first step. So at every moment when we see people like you guys taking that first step, getting that first stock, getting that first dividend and saying, hey, I can do this. But now I'm not just witnessing a financial change, I'm witnessing an entire being becoming someone totally different than who I used to be. And I think that's what it's about. And I think it's so easy to teach what a stock is, but it's a lot harder for you to realize that you deserve to have a stock.
Absolutely.
That you deserve to have passive income, that your family deserves to have it. So she is not bragging the way she needs to be bragging, ladies and gentlemen. I am not the person you go to learn about money. She is the girl you go to. But even in all honesty, though, I think you are the person that they can come to when they're scared. The person that they can come to when they feel like, what if I'm behind and I'm too old for this? Or the person that I don't know if my partner is going to be able to support me because we just have so many bills. And I think if we can navigate through those thoughts and those feelings, building that roadmap to get us to our ultimate destination, to have that financial ease and that clarity, I think we can't just do that with a pen and paper. We have to do that with the community of people. And I
Absolutely.
think, so I want to thank you guys, because there are days when I want to quit, but when I look up and we see Stacie talking to members or Stacie's inside of the app, it's like there are people out there who need us, and we're not going to stop till we impact the entire world. So I want you to know that those tears that you feel, I have them all the time. They're both joy, sometimes it's pain, but it comes together, and it's what makes this journey worth it, because there are people that can sit and say that we are investors, that we are building wealth, that we are debt-free. And I think it's more of you that the world needs to see to show that it is possible to be a wealth builder.
Thank you.
And it is possible, though. It is, because that first step that you take is like a domino effect. Before you know it, all the pieces are coming down, but you look up and you have a community. You have people that's actually there where you used to be. And it's like, okay, you can do this because guess what? I did it. And if I could do it, you definitely can do it.
And we have responsibility, which is I believe in not hoarding information. We are to empower people with information. So as I learn from Empify and through all the boot camps and the community, it's my responsibility, I feel very much so, to give back. And if it's one person at a time, that's all that matters. As long as I'm reaching one, there will be another. So there's that part, and we join in that as well.
All right, so this question is for those of you who feel like you're behind financially. Those of you who may feel like you're too old or you're scared. I want you guys to give a piece of advice to that person who didn't know that they could have the confidence that you exude, who didn't know that they could invest. What advice would you give them?
There's this acronym for fear, and it's false evidence appearing real. That's what fear is. If you think you can't, you can. If you think that you won't have, you will have. It's just taking that little baby step. And again, if we can take that baby step, you can do it as well. I mean, I'm 48 years old. No, I'm not. I'm 55 years old. I'm 55 and she's 54. And it's like, it's kind of, well, at least I thought that it was, well, it's kind of late for us. But then once we got into it, no, we're right on time. We're exactly where we're supposed to be.
I agree.
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly agree. I also, when I first came into the Empify world, if you will, in the community, I said, you have to see it, you have to say it, and then you have to seize it. And you have to believe it. And so we operate in that spirit, you know? It's never too late. You're not too old. Your dreams are never too late to be fulfilled. Maybe they were deferred. A dream was deferred, but it's not gone. Trust me. I am evolving, and it's happening within the scope of also building wealth and building a legacy, whether it be things like we're finally got a trust. That's something that's huge. We're in the golden society and we're proud of it, and we're evolving and thriving. That is something that is offered in this community, and it's helping us to grow, to be with like-minded people who we can exchange our concerns with, but know that we are going to the next level month by month, brick by brick, share by share. This is something we say, so that's why I repeat it. And all of that to say is, know that you can do this. Don't let the people, whoever the people are, be in your ears. You have it in you to do this. You are a leader, and you know who you are, who have been called to do this. And so that I say, I challenge you to step up and take charge of your family and your life and become a wealth builder and become a part of this community. It will change your life forever, and you'll never want to leave either.
All right, one more question.
Yes.
What's next for your wealth building journey? What's next?
Well, one big thing, thanks to the billionaire CEO in the making, Paris is definitely on the agenda. We are blessed to be approaching our 30th wedding anniversary. We've never had a honeymoon, but again, it's never too late, right? So we're gonna make it happen, and I'll be reaching out to Ashley for all the goods on where we need to go, not go, and all that good stuff. So that's one thing from a personal, leisurely standpoint, and something that we need to do, but for us that we have not done. But also to be a voice to share with our community, even if it's just a few people, to say, hey, let us share something with you that can empower you so you won't have to go through some of the things that we went through. So it won't have to take as long as it took for us, not because we blame our parents or anything. They just didn't know, right? So going bigger and better is learning more. But when you learn it, you got to apply it, because if you don't apply it, then there's no power in it. So applying all the new that's to come, the unknowns, whatever is going on in Empify, we're riding in, we're in it. And also, we're looking to build our fourth home, possibly. So that's another big dream coming along. But all of this is able to happen, able to to be able to happen because we are in alignment with what we're supposed to be doing with our finances. It's not just about being just debt free. That's great, but all the other pillars that need to happen so that we have a landscape in which to work from.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here. 2 wealth builders going to Paris. I think that's what I heard. I heard the Paris part. Thank you.
Thank you.
It is refreshing to hear that it's possible, that what we are working to do for the world is possible. And I challenge everyone watching to do the impossible, to step outside of your fear and tell yourself that I'm not afraid to start. Brick by brick, share by share, we are building to create the financial foundation that we all deserve. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
Every time I hear stories like Stacie and André's, I'm reminded of why I created Empify. They came to the CFC Summit curious and now learning with Empify. They're connected, supported, and building a legacy that will outlive them. This is bigger than money. This is about creating spaces where people can be heard, where they can heal, where they can learn and transform together. Because wealth runs deep when it runs through families, through relationships, and through communities. So if you are listening and you've been waiting for the right moment to start, this is it. All it takes is one step, and you'll be surprised how far you can go when you don't walk alone. I am Ashley M. Fox, and this is Wealth Runs Deep. Until next time.